It is time now for the Peter Chill Morning News for this Tuesday morning, December 2nd, 2014. Welcome to Tuesday morning, December 2nd, 2014. Here are your news and I. There at a top story at 8:35. Here is a wife and a suspected son of Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, the leader of the Islamic State group, were arrested in Lebanon, according to reports. It was the heckle that helped to fuel the immigration reform debate and demand beyond it. Jew Hog says now, 1 year later, he feels vindicated that his outburst may have pushed the President Obama to F. Javon Austin, number 11, Jared Cook, 89, and Chris Gibbons up. St. Louis Rams pay homage to Mike Brown by holding their hands up during a pregame introduction against the Oakland Raiders at Edward Jones Dome in St. Louis on Sunday as St. Louis Rams official denies team apologized for players' hands up, don't shoot. In Santa Clara, California, Eddie Redmayne is learning about much more than the begotten life of Stephen Hawking, who be placed the recently by your pick which released Theory of Everything. Life is slowly returning to normal for Sony Pictures Entertainment after a computer attack that crippled the studio early last week. Bodies of Kenyans lying in a quarry at Mandera County in Kenya. Kenya police said that at least 36 quarry workers were killed in an attack in northern Kenya by suspected Islamic State extremists from Somalia. In Taipei, Taiwan President Bai Ying-jeou will step down as chairman of the Real Kuomintang Party on Wednesday. The party said on Tuesday after the China Friendly Party suffered heavy defeats in the local elections this weekend. Prince Wong and student leader Joshua Wong speak to the journalists during the hunger strike outside the government headquarters in Hong Kong on December 2nd, 2014 on Tuesday as Hong Kong occupied founders tell students to retreat amid fears of violence. When 1,000 people have died in less than 3 months, when civilians cower in basements and tens of thousands more flee their homes, we can no longer speak of the ceasefire in eastern Ukraine. Russia's attempt to wield influence in Europe brought its energy experts have suffered a major setback with the cancellation of a huge new pipeline that was intended to take Russian gas under the Black Sea and the Balkans. In Phoenix, Karine Pullen-Quayle, the mother of former Vice President Dan Quayle and a newspaper owner and publisher, has died at the age of 92. State police say a business owner who fatally shot 4 people in West Virginia on High Alert Road, of course, on a day-long chase was found dead Monday by his own hand. In New York, Amazon Incorporated does not yet have plans to integrate its delivery drones into its fulfillment center, but e-commerce giant has gradually put it together. Another type of robot at work. In Dubai, plunging oil prices could mean that the first bunch of cuts for the major exporter Saudi Arabia since 2002, but they are not expected to be large enough to stop growth of the Arab world's biggest economy. In London, the dollar rose against a basket of currencies on Tuesday, underpinned by the upbeat comments from the 2 influential Federal Reserve officials who stressed the positive impact on the U.S. Curious about what the official word regarding the Boeing's Dream Motors faulty battery is, or goes you on. The National Transportation Safety Board says the reason for the non-fatal fire was due to deficiencies in the design and the certification process. Fiat Chrysler Automobiles reported U.S. sales for November that exceeded endless estimates and projected the month as buyers cheered by falling gasoline prices and holiday specials fought the dealerships. Intel doesn't want to repeat the million-dollar mistakes it made in the mobile market. As previous rumors indicated, Microsoft has stopped the maker of mobile email apps a company, and an official blog post has just got up made by Microsoft's Rajesh Jha, corporate vice president at Outlook at Office 365. This was the same post that was made. Girls wearing short clothes demonstrated brains of the youngsters and forced them to commit crimes. This is what the 24-year-old Akil Malik said after he was arrested by the police on Monday for slapping out their model Garaka on stage. The 3rd season of Netflix's first original drama, House of Cards, will be available in its entirety on February 20th, 2015 as a streaming service announced on air date on the Washington-based political drama front that show's official Twitter account on Monday. The common denominator most moral program seems to be extravagance and feuds and fashions of personal fame and spend it on early exerted LS as you are the first world problem? Well, there's an off-world problem. Maxine scraping the whim of a crater with one landing gear during a landing in the comet. A mishap that can send you into a tumbling slow-motion spin. The latest round of the climate change talks, which began yesterday in Lima, Peru, should provide the basis for a global climate agreement in Paris next year, according to HSBC analysts. Our NASA spaceship in development for nearly a decade has poised to make a 2-orbit 4.5-hour flight around Earth this weekend to test its heat-shield parachutes and other equipment needed in one-day flight astronauts to and from Mars. In Johannesburg, the T-shirt fully declared HIV positive members of the treatment action campaign marked the 10th anniversary of the court victory that brought the South African government to provide drugs to AIDS patients in Johannesburg. Obama to urge Congress to loosen purse strings for Ebola fight. And half diabetes mid-life appears to age in about 5 years faster than usual, scientists at Johns Hopkins University have found. Take a look at stock market reports here at 840 here. Dow features 17,804 up 49, S&P 2055 up 4 3/4, and Nasdaq features 4296 1/4 up 9 3/4. European markets Tech 9963.31 down 20 cents, FTSE 6736.93 up 8.56, CAC 4044 100.94 up 23.61. Asian markets Nikkei 17663.22 73.12 cents up, Shanghai 2763.32 up 83.16. And HSI 23624.30 up 26.85. U.S. stock markets Dow Jones 1776.80 down 51.44. S&P 500 53.44 down 14.12. Nasdaq 4727.35 down 64.28. Oil markets 68.46 down 54 cents. Brent 72.50 down 39 cents. And natural gas 3.926 down 1,000 point. In the gold markets 11.98.30 down 19.80. Silver 16.28 down 407,000 point. And copper 2.851 down 47,000 point. In the bonds, US 10 yield 2.2535% up 36,000 point. German 10 yield 0.742% up 13,000 point. In Germany 10 yield 0.424% up 2,000 point. And the FX, European US dollar 1.2413 down 56,000 point. US dollar Japanese yen 190.21 up 82 cents. And Great Britain pound US dollar 1.5653 down 75,000 point. In a moment of crisis that was captured on camera, a man with a knife attacked 2 park rangers on Boston Common on Monday. Those park rangers, along with people rescued, were honored at a special ceremony yesterday in Boston. Take a look at sports news here at 8:42. Here, in last night's Monday Night Football game, the Miami Dolphins defeat New York Jets 16-13. The Seattle Mariners had for power, well noted at this point, as Sandy Nelson Cruz to a 4-year, $57 million contract gives them a big jolt of power in the middle of the lineup. The Frenchman left New York Red Bulls for their elimination from the NFL's playoffs on Saturday with his future unknown at the stage. And Brady Hoke, the coach of University of Michigan football school, made with AD Jim Hackett. And last night, the Boston Bruins lose to the Anaheim Mighty Ducks 3-2, and the Wheaton Lions women's basketball squad lose to the Tuck Jumbles 71-42. And tonight, the Boston Celtics will be in Atlanta, take out Atlanta Hawks, and the Boston Bruins will be out in Los Angeles, take out defending Stanley Cup champion Los Angeles Kings. Peter Cheladusat is now 8:42 here on this Tuesday morning here, and let's take a look at what is going on in the traffic scene here. And take a look at the traffic scene here. Turn it on here, and 95 and 24 below I-5 from 128 to the Rhode Island border here. Route 3 at accident. An accident in your Union Street of Braintree, so expect some delays on Route 3 around there, Braintree here. 24 a little slow around 106 to 123 from West Bridgewater to Brockton here. Southeast Expressway at the northbound side. It is backed up from the split all the way down to the pike. And 93 at the northbound side. Typically Hotel northbound slow from the pike down to the Zankin Bridge. 93 at the southbound side. It is backed up from moving all the way down to the Zankin Bridge. Route 1 at the southbound side is backed up from Chelsea down to the Lever Connector here. 120 on the southbound side. It is a little slow from 95 and all the way out to the split here. 120 on the northbound side. It's backed up from Route 1 and all the way out to Route 4 225 Lexington. 120 on the southbound side. It is backed up from Field all the way out to Waltham here. Pike on the eastbound side. At accident near Route 9 in Framingham after you pass Route 9 in Framingham eastbound side. So expect some delays here. And Route 3 on the southbound side. It is backed up from Route 495 in Chelsea down from Billerica. 9395 mobile 5 from 128 to the New Hampshire border here. 39395 on Bullock 5 to the Granite State. I-89 a little slow as you approach 93 in the Concord stretch here. Spalding turnback is modified from Portsmouth all the way down from West Rochester here. All the Worcester highways modified. 28 is modified from Falmouth to Bourne. Route 6 modified from Sandwich down to Lanes. Here. And take a look at the Providence area commute. Here, 95 is southbound side is backed up from protected down for downtown Providence. 6 10 connector northbound to Lowell, you put to 95. 146 southbound, it's backed up there for 95 in Providence. And 99 northbound, so for coming to Woonsocket. Peter, Channel News Times, 8:45 here. And let's take a look at the weather here. Our current conditions here. A little cloudy skies here outside our house in Norton here. And we have a temperature of okay, our current conditions here in Dock, Massachusetts at 8:45. 35 degrees with a few clouds with humidity of 54%. Wind speed north about 5 miles per barometer, 3.65 inches. Super about 20 degrees. Visibility 10 miles and wind chill about 31 degrees. Current conditions we had a region here. It is 33 degrees. Our temperature in Boston. It's 30 in Fitchburg, 30 in Bedford and Haverhill, 31 in Beverly and Gloucester, 31 in Worcester and Sturbridge, 32 in Webster and Milford. It's 34 in Norwood, 35 in Taunton and New Bedford. It's 39 in Plymouth and Provincetown and Falmouth. 38 in Chatham, 40 in Martha's Vineyard, Nantucket, and 41 in Cape Cod Bay, 37 in Block Island, 36 in Westerly and Providence, and 32 in Smithfield. It's 36 in New York, 37 in Islip, and 40 in Montauk, 39 in Lawrence. It's 36 in Bridgeport and New Haven. It's 31 in Danbury, 30 in Waterbury, 34 in Meriden. It's 34 in Hartford, 33 in Woodlocks. It's 31 in Springfield, 29 in Amherst and Athol Greenfield, 21 in Pittsfield, 20 in Northampton, 24 in Albany, New York, 21 in Saratoga Springs, New York, 22 in Bayton and Brownborough, Vermont. It's 6 up in Rutland, Vermont. 27 in Keene, New Hampshire, 25 in Devon, New Hampshire, 29 in Nashville, New Hampshire, 30 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, 25 in Manchester, New Hampshire, 24 in Concord, New Hampshire, 23 in Little Clare, New Hampshire, and it's 28 up in Portland, Maine here. Okay, take a look at the map situation here around the region here. A warm front stretching down for Oregon, stretching in Idaho down for southwest Montana. And a cold front meandering from Wyoming, and a cold front meandering from Wyoming down for Colorado, New Mexico, down for North Mexico, down for Southern Texas, and down for Louisiana, down for Alabama. And a cold front from Georgia down for the Carolinas, not to say here. High pressure in southern British Columbia, central Saskatchewan, Oklahoma, and a low pressure in northeast Wyoming and eastern Tennessee here. 26 degrees on temperature right now in Detroit, 27 in Pittsburgh, 39 in Washington, D.C., 50 in Atlanta, Georgia, 74 in Miami, Florida, 51 in Brownsville, Texas, 31 in Dallas, Texas, 22 in Kansas City, 23 in Chicago, 15 in Minneapolis, and Omaha, Nebraska, 25 in Great Falls, Montana. It's 20 in Seattle, 57 in San Francisco, 63 in Los Angeles, 49 in Las Vegas, 55 in Phoenix, 36 in Albuquerque, New Mexico, 32 in Denver, and 31 out of Salt Lake City, Utah. Here. Okay, let us take a look what is going on. Okay, take a look at a radar C situation here, and we're seeing some lines of rain showers off the Long Island coastline here, and we're seeing some moderate heavy bands rain off the New Jersey coastline, and seeing some rain showers with some few moderate and heavy bands rain around southern New Jersey, down for Delaware, down for Maryland, down for DC, and down for northern western Virginia. While seeing some sun sleet showers in north central and northwestern portions of Maryland, and down for southwestern Pennsylvania from Harrisburg, and stretching all the way through Pittsburgh here, and then down for north central portions of Ohio from New Philadelphia down for Mansfield, Ohio, and snowing around southwest of Bowling Green, and down for northeastern Fort Wayne here, and in Indiana. So the Baltimore-Washington corridor is going to have a wet commute and up in Wilmington, Delaware here. And we're seeing some rain showers and a few storms from eastern Kentucky down for Tennessee, down for northern Alabama, down for eastern Mississippi, down for western Louisiana, down for southeastern portions of Texas, and west and California. There's deluge with a lot of rain here from northern California down for southern California. So much of California is going to be having a wet morning commute on tap, and a few rain showers on the southeastern portions of Alaska down for northwestern British Columbia here. And we're seeing some few snow showers with northern and north central portions of Wisconsin down for western portions of UP and Michigan down for southern Ontario, and a snow and sleet showers in western Minnesota down for the southern Dakotas, and down through South Dakota down for northeastern and west central portions of Wyoming down the eastern portions of Idaho. Rain showers off the northeastern portions of Mexico. Here. And take a look at our satellite loop here. It shows a lot of clouds, but cover much of southern New England, day of the United States, and depth off the Georgia coastline here. And it's spotted clouds around the Great Lakes and the northern Dakotas here, and up in Montana, Idaho, and Colorado here. And line clouds from southern Oregon, day of the California, and down from Nevada, down from Forkwood region, down from western Texas here. And spotted clouds around Washington State, up in British Columbia, and a lot of clouds from British Columbia, stretching the day to Nova Scotia. Okay, let us take a look at our forecast discussion here. Okay, a wintry mix of precipitation possible across the southern Appalachians and into New England there, and heavy rain possible to parts of California here. Across the stationary front extended from the Mid-Atlantic to the Gulf Coast to the Rockies and westward across the Northern Rockies to the Pacific Northwest. We'll have a wave of low pressure over the Tennessee Valley that will move northeastward to the southern New England coast by Wednesday morning. The rain will develop in parts of the Tennessee Valley, extend to the Mid-Atlantic on Tuesday morning when pockets of rain and freeze rain over parts of the Mid-Atlantic Central Appalachians that will expand northward into the northeast by Tuesday evening. The rain will have moved off to the northeast Mid-Atlantic coast by Wednesday afternoon. Snow will develop on the parts of the northeast front Wednesday evening. In addition, parts of the rain, freezing rain will develop near the rain snow line over the parts of the northeast front Wednesday. Meanwhile, weakened and upper low level low of the California coast will slowly weaken as associated upper level energy moves inland over California. Moisture from the Pacific will move onshore over California that will produce light to moderate rain over parts of the state front Wednesday. Light rain at higher elevation snow will develop over parts of the Great Basin and the Central Rockies on Wednesday. Elsewhere, northern flow of the Gulf of Mexico and a nearby front will aid in producing rain over parts of the lower Rio Grande Valley on Tuesday. Additionally, a easterly flow of the land will aid in producing rain along parts of the Gulf of Florida front Wednesday. Also, energy moving over the Gulf Great Lakes will produce scattered light snow over parts of the upper Great Lakes here. And take a look at our forecast discussion region here. A warm front arrives tonight, resulting in a wintry mix of precipitation to the early Wednesday morning. Then a change in wall rain, much milder weather briefly returns Wednesday afternoon. Thursday begins to trend toward colder but drier conditions, and low pressure may appear to rain sometime this weekend. With a possible wintry mix across the interior here. And near-term forecast here. 7 a.m. update. May minor changes to the temperatures and sky grids to bring them more into line with the current trends on WhatsApp. Forecast is on track, and overcast skies that are in place across much of the area with temperatures in the upper 20s and mid-30s here. Expect the light precipitation range for 7 weeks late this afternoon. There'll be a average agreement on progression of high pressure across Southeast Canada and Northern New England. And think most of today will remain dry, as low-level dry air will take some time to the road. There could be some impact in the afternoon commute as light snow arrives, particularly in the Hartford and Springfield metro areas here. And thermal profiles will be critical and will need to be monitored closely. Variations just a couple of hours could make a huge difference in what the type of wintry precipitation we see. Thinking mostly snow across the interior with rain toward the coast and some sleet could arrive in the portions of northern Connecticut and northern Rhode Island late today. And use the blend of guidance for temperatures today. Here. Okay, we have highs today. Much different than yesterday. Yesterday we were in the 50s. High today will be predicted widespread. Predicted highs will be about 32 to 42 degrees here. And winter advisories from north central New Hampshire down for much of Vermont, northwestern Massachusetts, and the Berkshires of Massachusetts, and down for northwestern Connecticut and the northwestern New Jersey, and stretching from upstate New York from Peekskill through Albany and up into Pottsbury here. And snowfall here, roughly an inch from Poughkeepsie down for Albany, down for Pittsfield, down for Torrington here. Got 1 to 2 inches, less than an inch around western and central Massachusetts, up in northern Massachusetts. And see it up to 3 to 4 inches up upstate New York, north of Albany, down from Vermont, and around New Hampshire here. And icing roughly 100 to 1/10 of an inch. A half hundredths to open 05 to open 10 inches from Hunter and Coalskill down to Poughkeepsie and Middletown, and then sort of upstate New York and down from northwestern Massachusetts and Vermont here. Okay, let us take a look at our Hazardous weather outlook. Here, day 1 today tonight. There'll be a high probability for a period of light snow, sleet, and a light freeze rain tonight. It's a very early Wednesday morning across portions of the true southern New England. There, any snow and ice accumulation will be light, but could cause some travel problems, especially tonight. And all precipitation should have changed rain by mid-morning to Wednesday here. And day 2 for 7, Wednesday for Monday, there will be a low probability for some snow and ice across the true sometime this weekend here. Okay, take a look at the 7-day forecast. It goes like this. For today, a chance of snow before 5 p.m. The chance of rain, snow, and sleet. Clouds kind of high about 37 degrees. And east wind about 7 miles by chance base to 30%. Little snow circulation expected. Tonight, rain, snow, and sleet likely will be coming all the way after 11 p.m. Clouds kind of wind temperature around on the wide 45 about 5 a.m. East wind about 6 miles coming lighter variable. Chance base 70%. Little snow circulation expected. Wednesday, chance of rain before noon. Then a chance of showers between noon and 3 p.m. Clouds kind of high about 58 degrees. And southwest wind about 6 to 8 miles per gust side, 21 miles by chance base to 30%. New pace about less than 10 inches possible. When that, slight chance of showers before 8 p.m. Clouds skies during the early evening. The gradual included with a low around 33 degrees and west wind about 5 to 7 miles by with a gust size 21 miles by chance base to 20%. Thursday, sunny skies by 43 degrees and northwest wind about 6 to 9 miles by Thursday. Part clouds sky low about 27 degrees. Friday, part sunny sky about 40 degrees. Friday night, chance of showers. Most skies sky low about 32 degrees and chance base to 30%. Saturday, chance of rain with a few flakes of snow. Most skies high about 49, low about 37 degrees, and chance precipitation ranging from 30 to 40%. For Sunday, a chance of rain with most skies about 46, low about 37 degrees, and chance precipitation 30%. And for Monday, a chance of rain, most skies high about 46 degrees, and chance precipitation 40%. Painters, what a phrase of the day! A mixed bag of snow, sleet, and rain on tap. This will be Wasting a good day with good positive to you for our noontime report. Have a good day.